Hey guys, Ed here. Welcome back. Guys, we have a fun video today, okay? Just kind of bring things up a little bit, right? Now, my wife orders from a company called Temu, and you may have heard of it. I mean, I have heard of the company Temu, but I've never messed around, never looked at their online merchandise or anything like that, okay? She orders from them all the time, and sometimes she gets some pretty nice stuff at a very discounted price. So it had me thinking, I wonder what what they would have as far as like with plastic models and, hobbyists and things like that. Now, Temu is not a manufacturer of products, but they're a middleman in a warehouse. You order and they either order it in from, I don't know how their operation works. But anyways, you get the items kind of at a discounted price that you normally would through stores and things like that. So I thought it would be very, very interesting to look at the plastic model kit, see what they have, the variety they have, and order a kit, and let's get it in here and let's do an unboxing. So that's exactly what we're going to do today, guys. Like, I have a kit here that I ordered. I thought it would go really well with my CRAM model that I'm building right now. Okay, this is another military type gun kit, and I'm going to introduce it to you here in a moment when we do the unboxing. So, yeah, I thought that would be fun. If you haven't done so yet, guys, check out Temu. It's a lot of fun just to kind of look through their stuff. And I will tell you another thing about Temu. My wife told me this. If you put something into your shopping cart, okay, so you're going to buy something and you put it into your shopping cart, do not purchase it. Let it sit there for a week or two, because what they do is they keep dropping the price on this item. I mean, sometimes, even more than half price, you'll get an email and say, oh, congratulations, your price just went down on this item or whatever. And you can really save some money. So don't take the first thing you see, put it in your shopping cart, let it sit there for, like a week or two, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They send you these emails or, and they'll say, oh, this price changed. It's on sale now for this price or whatever else. And I got a really, really good deal on this kit that I'm getting ready to show you here. So, all right, guys, let's just go ahead and get right on into it. Let's flip these cameras around. And, guys, welcome back to Miles and Beer. All right, guys, and here it is. This is by a company called Takom. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. I have heard of the name before. I have never built anything or purchased anything from this company. But it kind of looks interesting, at least from the box art, right? And like I said, I think it's going to go really good with my current project that I have going on. So I thought, we'd put this together and, they'll complement each other on a shelf. Hopefully, if the quality is nice of the kit. But the artwork looks fairly nice, okay? This is a HPJ11, and there's a bunch of Japanese words here, but I think what it says is HPJ11 1130 Hoseoyomo, and yeah. Let's get silly. What the hell? All right, guys, this is in 1/35 scale, and it says number 2186, and I'm assuming that's probably the kit number, right? A kit part or number. It does have a little bit of artwork. This looks like a physical photo of the model itself. Let me see if I can get in here a little closer for that. No, not without going blurry. And then the side is pretty much just like the cover, okay? And here's a little bit of the sprue that's in it. It does look like it includes a little bit of PE. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this box up and let's take a look at what's inside. And it's not very big, guys. Let me see here. This thing looks like it's running right around almost 12 inches. Right around 12 inches. 12 by 8 is the box size. And I tell you what, it did take forever for this to get here. Okay, guys, it's one of those deals where it comes from China, and it sits in customs for like 2 or 3 weeks. I ordered this thing and I didn't see it for almost a month. So it took quite a bit of time for that to get here. And that's the only problem with Temu. A lot of their products, I get some glare going here, don't I? A lot of their products come from China. And actually, I'm going to show you here a little bit later, the price actually went up on this because of the trade problems that we're having with China right now. And I won't get into the politics. But here we go. Here's the unboxing. Let's take a look here. And I'm going to go ahead and take these out of the plastic, okay, just to kind of save the glare. Let me get this one cut open here. Not save the glare, avoid the glare, is what I would say. There we go. And let me adjust my camera here, guys, so we can get a better look at this. Let me change our focus here just for a moment. All right. Is that better? Yeah, here we go. Let me set this box to the side so we can get that out of the background. So here we go. Hang on, let me change it again. It's still not where I want it to be. Hang on, guys. All right, there we go. All right, so let's take a look here. This looks like it's for the guns, right? The rotary gun that it has, and I'll bet you these are the barrels, and this is the encasement around the guns. I'm not sure what the actual physical name is, but I think it's this part right here, right? But it is nice thick plastic. The quality feels really, really good. And the detail is really, really nice. I don't see any flashing. So let me set this one aside. Let's take a look at this next one. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect, guys, from this company. Like I said, my wife orders from them a lot. And some of the stuff she gets is actually fairly nice. But I got this thing from over 3/4 of the price that they originally asked for on it. Here's some more parts. This is the e-sprue. And we'll put this thing together, not in this video, but somewhere down the road we'll play with this. There's some detail in there. I mean, it's not a whole lot. But then again, for the price, I'm not gonna cry about it. And there's not a whole lot of parts to this, guys. It looks like a quick, weekend type project. You could probably get through this in, 2 or 3 days, and that would include painting it and everything else. Get this one out of here. And here we go. And this looks like the base of our gun. But yeah, so far, I mean, it's not a bad kit for the price that I paid for it. And we got one more. Let's take this last one here, guys. And then we'll take a quick run through on the instruction book and see just exactly what's involved in putting this bad boy together. Here we go. Now here's the actual base of it. There we go. And that is all the pieces to this, guys. Let's pull out this instruction booklet. Oh, and there's our little sheet of PE. Let me get these out of our way. Let me get this back in that box. All right. And I have not, like I said, I have not opened up any of this yet. I always like to do our unboxings together. That way we see exactly what's in here at the same time. Alright, let's take a look at this PE real quick. Not a whole lot, right? Not a whole lot of PE to it, but I'm cool with that. After that CRAM I'm working on, that thing is all photo etching. It's going to be nice to take a break from that for sure. So that's our little sheet of PE. And let's take a quick run through on this instruction sheet. Let me change my camera so we can get a better look at this. All right. Okay, it says in here the HPJ-11 is a Chinese 11-barreled, so it's got 11 barrels to it, 30-millimeter rotary cannon. The HPJ-11 is a later and more capable development of the HPJ-12. The mount of this is several designed into its 7-barrel processor, but it is bigger since it houses a larger gun and more ammunition. It is mounted in an enclosed automatic turret and directed by radar and electrical optical tracking system. The maximum rate of fire is 11,000 RPM with an effective range of 5 kilometers. So there we go. How cool is that? Now let's take a quick run through of this instruction book, guys, and then we'll end this. It's not going to be a super long video. And the instructions look straightforward, right? Nothing too complicated. And there's only, what, maybe 3 or 4 pages on this thing. I get my fingers to work here. Alright, here we go. And I know it's hard to see this, guys. Let me see if I can get a little closer on this. Well, it looks like that's the best we're going to be able to do with this camera that I got. So hopefully you can make this out. But the drawings are not too dark. They are fairly light. So, but yeah, it looks pretty straightforward. And then we'll talk more about the price and everything as soon as we get through this. There we go. I mean, it looks cool, like a cool enough gun. I like the looks of it. And the quality of the pieces don't look too bad. We could probably really detail this thing up and weather it up a little bit, and it would probably come out looking halfway decent. There's the finished build going onto its base. And then here's some pictures of the finished product. That's a cool looking gun, right? Yeah, like I said, I think that'll complement my C-RAM. Put them on a shelf together. Was that the last page? Yeah, that's the last page, guys. There we go. That is the gun itself. So, all right, guys, let me put up a picture of the ordering page that I ordered from. Let me find it here. And you can take a look at it with me. All right, guys, so here it is. It shows here that the price of it is $46.32, okay? Now, that changed since the last time that I ordered it. When I ordered it, it was $32 and some change with free shipping, okay? Now, like I said, of course, with the trade deal going on with China and stuff, being that this is coming from China, it looks like they tacked on about an extra $10 to order this kit now. However, I took and I put this into my shopping cart. I took my wife's advice and I left it in the shopping cart. Within, I'm going to say, I left it in there for about 3 weeks. And in that 3-week time, I got this kit for a little over $15, okay? Isn't that cool? $15 for this, and that included the free shipping. So that's why I was telling early in the video, if you're going to order something from Temu, guys, leave it in your shopping cart. You'll see what I'm talking about. If anything, just do it as an experiment. It's a lot of fun. So just go to Temu, sign up, and then, you make yourself an account and all that kind of stuff, and then find you something, stick it in your shopping cart, and let it sit there. And they kept, oh, congratulations, your price just went down. purchase now and wait again, and then you'll get another email 2 or 3 down the road. Oh, the price on the item dropped. Now's a good time to buy this before it goes back up in price. And I still left it in there. I ended up getting this thing for about $15, guys, and that was with tax and shipping. So the product I just showed you here is what cost me a little over $15. So you can't beat that, right? And I figured even if this was the worst kit in the world, for 15 bucks, come on, you really can't beat it. But the quality really isn't that bad. I mean, it looks nice to me, nice, clean, sharp pieces. The plastic is not the light, flimsy stuff. It's fairly heavy duty. So yeah, the only thing was I had to wait almost a month to get it, but that's fine because I have plenty of other projects going on. So anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to show you. I wanted to share that little tip with you. So if yeah, give it a try, guys. Like I said, if anything, just do it as a little project. See what good of a price you can get. Okay, like I said, I got mine for like 15 bucks, but now it went up to $46. So I mean, you're probably not going to get it for $15, but you might get it for 25, at this point. And even at 25 bucks, I think it's worth it. So, all right, guys, anyways, that's all I wanted to show you. Everybody have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next video. Okay? Bye-bye.